Chocolate female plugs, Kanye shrug, hitting numbers that matter.
People who guard their hearts. Ever been in a relationship, you try to make them love you, try to make them drop their guard. Drop your guard, baby, drop your guard, baby, drop your guard. You done wasted 10 years in that damn relationship. They ain't never dropped their guard. When you meet somebody, you gotta ask yourself a fundamental question. Can I live with this person as they are for the rest of my life if they never changed until the day I die? I didn't say because you live with 85% of them, because we like to cheat and shit. Let me tell you. You like 85% of her, but there's 15% you don't like. But because she almost got everything you want, you try to convince yourself you can do without that last 15. But what do we know about relationships? Problems don't disappear. They get bigger over time. That little issue you had with her, it ain't going to disappear. It's going to swell. Because that's really a non-negotiable for you, but you're trying to convince yourself that it ain't. So you got to know your non-negotiables. And you got to put them on the table early. We don't do that. We wait till our emotions is all in it. We done baked a couple cookies together. Now you got an emotional attachment. Now we want to start talking about rules. How the hell are you going to bring the rules up after you made a cookie? Rules come before. You don't go into business with nobody before y'all have a contract. Contract come first. We want to cook cookies and then come back to the contract table. When feelings is all in it. It don't work like that. And what is one of our biggest mistakes? The assumption that he should have knew that's what I wanted him to do. The assumption she should have knew that I didn't want her to have no male friends. The assumption that she should have knew she's supposed to cook. He should have knew he's supposed to clean. Don't make assumptions about people. You don't know their histories.
Yeah, I definitely don't make assumptions about people at all. I've learned my lesson early. So, yeah. And I mean, if you out here dating, you shouldn't be scared to ask these questions. I mean, it's a person you're trying to get to know. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely the question asking type person. You know, do you cook? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how to cook? You know what I mean? Like, we got some answers that we need to, you know, we got some questions that we need answered before we can really move forward. And then, I'm not gonna lie, once you ask some of these questions and you get the answers, then as you move forward in the relationship or move forward into meeting or getting to know this person, you get in my opinion, you have more of a better understanding of some of the things that they may be saying, some of the things that they may say, some of the concepts that they may have, because you already have asked questions to get to understand, you know, somewhat of who they are. So
you got to put it on the table. Ladies, you got to tell your man, in this relationship, I don't ever expect to catch you wearing my underwear.
I don't know where that came from. That's wild.
Ladies, you got to tell him.
But yeah, I mean, I guess you had to tell people stuff like that. Got to tell them. But if you gotta tell him that, then you may want to question the whole relationship in general.
Fellas, you're looking for a real traditional woman. You want her to cook, clean, stay home with the kids. You got to put that on the table. Ladies, you want a real traditional masculine type of man who fix the car when you got a flat, take out the trash. You got to remember, a lot of these men was messed up by their mothers. They don't take out no trash. Their mother took it out. And you gonna take it out. Some of y'all dating metrosexual men. Not homosexual, metrosexual. Prettier than you. You call him talking about I got a flat, and? You calling me for this ain't AAA. He might bring you to Jack, but he ain't jacking nothing. My nails might break. You got to know what you want. A lot of us don't know what we want. We only know what we don't want. And spiritually, by focusing on what you don't want, you get more of it. Whatever the mind applies its focus to multiplies. If you focus on what you want, you'll get it. You focus on and you're afraid of what you ain't going to get, you're going to get that. The mind must bring to itself that which consistently occupies it. There's another law of relationships and dating, and it's called the law of the cheat. And by the way, my next book is for black women. It's called Rules of Engagement. Relationships and dating laws for black women. If you follow the damn laws, you'll get married to the man you need. You break them, and you'll be a statistic. What is the law of the cheat? The law of the cheat, male, female, says that the type of person you need, the type of person you want, the type of person you dream for will never manifest until you get rid of all those people you know you don't need. How many of us like to keep an ace in the hole? You know your baby dad crazy, and you don't need to be giving him no cookie nookie. But because you're single and you ain't got nothing better to do, you stir up his emotions by throwing him a damn cookie once in a while. And you know he can't take it. So he flipped right back out. And you find a good man and you lose the good man. He said, why I keep losing the good brothers? Because you still tied up in not so good brothers. In the universe, ain't gonna bring you the man you want, ladies, because you might hurt him because you're still in love with that crazy baby daddy. Same thing with the fellas. The law of the cheat. You're only cheating yourself. So we talked about love. What else do we need from our parents? Trust. Your daddy said he was going to come to your cheerleading thing. He ain't show up. You learning to mistrust him. Your mommy said she was coming to your football game. She didn't come. Fellas, you learning to mistrust women. Most of us don't even know that we generalize to others what we learn from our mom and dad. You got to be able to trust. And if you never was able to trust your parents, you're going to be two types of people. Again, the type who trust everybody on the first date.
Now, it's funny that he says that because, you know, and I mean, to each its own. I don't judge for how a person, you know, moves in life. But I'm the type of person where, and, you know, just to give you a background, my parents have been married my whole life, 43 years. So my mom unfortunately passed away last year in March. But yeah, so all I've known my whole life is marriage, seeing my mother and my father together. So when he talks about trust, I think that's really important, because a lot of women these days, when you meet them, they don't trust you. Off top, they don't trust you because the previous men that they've been dealing with dogged them. So most women, when they meet you, they don't trust you, okay? You have to earn their trust, which, hey, if that's what a man has to do to be with you, then so be it. Me, on the other hand, I'm more trustworthy when I meet a person. Like, I'm more of the type of person where, okay, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and just let you hang yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person that I'm going to trust you until you show me I can't trust you. And a lot of times it doesn't take long. You know what I mean? Because trust has a lot of different, there's a lot of different things that can show me trust. You know, I can trust that, you know, that you're going to be on time on the date. You know, I can trust that you're going to return my text when I text you. I can trust that you're going to return my call. I can trust that you're going to be considerate of my feelings. Until you don't do any of those things, you know, until you don't call me, or until you don't, you know, until you do something and you're unconsiderate of my feelings. Now my trust is gone because I trusted you to, you know, to hold on to these things, or I trusted you to do these things, and you didn't. So now the trust is gone. So I'm the type of person that I'm gonna give you a chance. But most of these ladies out here, they don't even give us men a chance. They don't trust us off top. All men are dogs. You know, I'm saying the same thing the last dude said. I done heard it all. So it's crazy out here dating.
You ever date somebody, they want to give you the keys to the house first day? There you go, come in whenever you want. I ain't never there, but you can stay. Trying to force a trusting relationship because you wanted it, never had it. And then you got people who will never trust no matter what. Fellas, you ever go to the movies with your girl? Y'all watching the movie? She's so untrusting, and she keep looking at your hands and see if you texting somebody while the movie on. Show me your hands, brother. Show me your hands. You gotta hold them up the whole movie. What you need to understand is you can't change people. We keep trying to change people.
Nah.
You ain't changing nobody. The human personality is largely fixed at age 5. Based on what? Attachment, relationship with caregiver. There's 3 types of attachment patterns. And the type of attachment pattern you have with your opposite sex parent is likely to be the type of attachment you keep having in all your relationships. There's a science to this. You can have an anxious attachment to your dad or your mom. That means what? You couldn't trust them at all. It was not a good relationship. There was no bond. You'd rather hang out with other people's parents than your own. These are the type of kids who get dropped off at the daycare. They can't wait to get dropped off. Go ahead and go to work. Get away from them. Just leave me some lunch money. 5 years old, leave me some lunch money. Right? That's a negative attachment. Your parent could drop you off, not come back for 2 weeks, and you don't even realize they was gone. Ain't no type of bond.
That's crazy.
You be the same way when you grow up, you be in a relationship. No type of bond. Hey, honey, I'm going to Africa for the summer. Okay, bye. What you telling me for, shit? See? No attachment. And then you got anxious. Anxious is when you can trust sometimes, but you can't trust other times. You're like, can I trust my mom today? Your mom drop you off at the daycare? I'm going to be back at 4 o'clock to pick you up. But instead, she sent your uncle. And you end up staying with your uncle for 2 weeks. Your mother's alive. You can't trust her. You will generalize that to other women if you're not conscious of it. Consciousness is the key. That was a great change. Most of us are slaves to habit. And then you have secure. That's the best one, right? I trust my man. I can't see him. I don't know where he at, but I know he ain't doing nothing he ain't supposed to do. And most ladies are like, damn, how can I get that? Fellas, same thing. And once you know the type of attachment you have with your opposite sex parent, I want you to compare it to the types you've had in your major relationships. Look for the pattern. You got to break it. Stop blaming the people you meet. Why keep on attracting bad women? Why keep on attracting bad men? Because you have an unmet need that all of them was fulfilling for you, no matter how trifling the relationship was. But until you stop being a slave to your unmet needs, you'll never be free. Sisters who are victims of sexual abuse, sometimes they attract physically imposing, very masculine men as a subconscious way of protecting themselves from further exploitation from other men. And those physically opposing masculine type A males end up becoming the domestic abuser all over again. What is your pattern? Why do you keep getting the same type of men, the same type of woman? It's a riddle that only you can fix based on your personal history with your parents. Most of us are doomed or blessed to have healthy relationships by the time we're 10 years old. Because based on your relationship with your parents, it helped predict that. So you got to be able to trust. You got to be able to love. You got to be able to reciprocate. Do you know what reciprocity means? My birthday come around, you do something nice for me. Your birthday come around, I do something nice for you. You took me to dinner, I take you. I paid this time, you pay next time. Ladies, you ever date a man, you do everything for his birthday, your birthday come around, you get a text message or an e-card.
That's facts. Like, you know, I know, I've heard of women, I know women who've been in that situation where they bought their dude all type of stuff for his birthday, and then her birthday came around and he ain't get her nothing. Or he got her a box of candy or something real cheap, nothing compared to what she did for him. And you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, everybody doesn't have the same financial status. That's first and foremost. So I would think that if a man doesn't have the finances to really do what he wants to do for his woman, you know, he will try to do what he can, as well as maybe even let her know beforehand, hey baby, I appreciate everything you did for me. Just showing that appreciation and gratitude is definitely a plus for women. But just letting her know, hey, I appreciate what you did for me for my birthday. I'm a little messed up this month because whatever, but you know, I'm gonna try to get you, you know, is it something you want? What you want? I'm gonna try to get you what, you know, something that you want or whatever. Or I'm gonna take you out to dinner and, you know, I may not be able to afford, you know, Ruth Chris, but maybe I can take you to Outback or something. You know what I mean? Like, the reciprocation has to be there, as well as the consideration. You have to be considerate of the other person's feelings. When you do things and when you out and about and you kicking it, you know, if you're in a real relationship and you really care about the person, you're going to be thinking about that person while you're out and about doing what you do. It's not that, you know, hey, I'm going out, so now I'm just going to forget that I'm in a relationship. No, it's like I'm going out, but babe, I'll be back or whatever. And while I'm out, if I see something nice that I think she might like, shit, if I see her favorite chips, her favorite candy or something, I might just snatch it up. Hey, I bought you some of your chips back when I was at the store. You know what I mean? Just things to just show consideration. As well as to show that, hey, I'm thinking about you even when I'm just out and about. You know what I mean? But that's real relationship talk, and that's how people should feel in real relationships. Like you're being considered, and your significant other is thinking about you all the time. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time. Appreciate the love. Make sure you click the link in the bio, like, subscribe, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up, that notification bell, as well as, our website, www.blackfathersofcleveland.com. Make sure you go there. We do take donations. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, so those donations are tax deductible. But once again, we appreciate the love. Peace.